The Pilot's Advisor can help you chart out a course to land safely in retirement using his intimate knowledge of financial planning and the airline industry. It's time for the Pilot's Advisor Podcast.
Welcome to another edition of the Pilot's Advisor. We have a very, very special guest today, legendary head coach, Fisher DeBerry, my coach. Coach, thank you so much for joining us today. How you doing?
Ryan, it's a pleasure to be with you, my friend. You said legendary. That must mean you talking to somebody old, and I'm not old.
Coach, you're getting better with age, just like a fine wine, as we all know. It's good to see you in that Air Force blue, though.
Hey, I'm glad to be in this Air Force blue. That's about all I can afford to wear now. The bank account's not as good as it used to be.
Well, I don't know if you can see it. I got a little Air Force colors there, a little bit. But anyway, Coach has taught me so much over the years, and we got a very special event coming up. He taught me so much that I'm even deciding to get my final place here in South Carolina, where Coach is from. I thought he was going to join me here, but then he's chasing grandbabies nowadays. Coach, where are you at today?
Well, I'm here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We moved here about a little over a year ago, and both our kids live here and their families. So we just had a big family reunion last night around the pool, a watermelon cutting and pizza party, and they all jumped in the pool, and it's fun being with them. And we can get to see them in about 10 or 15 minutes from our house.
Well, that's amazing. Family is what it's all about, and I'm sure it's amazing seeing your grandkids all the time, because I've even watched you got to play with my kids out there on Isle Palms, and that's just the kind of person you are. But Coach, it's so awesome to talk to you. I can't wait to see you on Monday night. Monday night in Charleston, we have a big, amazing event, the South Carolina Coaches for Charity, and all about your charity helping single parent families and helping their kids. Can you tell us a little bit about the event so we can share it with everybody?
Right, we're excited about the event. We come into Charleston for the first time. Normally, we've been in South Carolina. Here in Columbia for 5 or 6 years, 6 years, I guess. And then we were up in Greenville, South Carolina for about 6 years. And this will be the first year down in Charleston. And people down here are ecstatic. Football is real big, as you know, in Charleston. And all the coaches have agreed to come here. And we're just really anticipating probably the largest event that we have had yet, including those that we have every year in Denver also.
Well, I'm super excited about that, Coach. I'm super excited to be a part of it. We want anybody that can attend the event to reach out, and we'll have a link down there for the event so you can buy a ticket and come share the evening with us. But if you can't buy a ticket or you can't come, you can still donate. Coach, tell people a little bit about your charity. Everybody, we all know about your charity, but can you tell all our listeners a little bit about the charity that you have?
Well, Ryan, we started our charity a number of years ago when we were still at the academy. Certainly, I have a passion for single-parent kids, having been one and grown up and been blessed in so many ways. But, we've got a dilemma in this country. They tell me now it's over almost 60% of the kids in this country are living in a single-parent family. And so knowing that what it costs today to raise a child, and you know that, and usually there's 2 or 3 kids in the family, there are a lot of opportunities that kids miss, that such as going to a summer football camp sponsored by Fellowship of Christian Athletes. So this is an area that we really take great pride in and want to help, because we know a kid's life can be changed in a week's time, and the things that he can learn about himself as a player and improve his his technique, improve his own abilities, and then can learn something about commitment and right way to live, and can make a faith decision for their lives, and go back into their schools, and they can, because they're athletes, they can have a tremendous impact upon their schools. And we know a lot of things that are going on in public education today, not as quite as good and clean as they were when you and I were coming along. But and I was a little before you now, but at the same time, we feel like that this is very, very important. And we've probably over the time we have probably sent I'd say close to 6,000, 7,000 kids to summer camps over a period of time. But not only camps, We help with educational needs. We help with medical needs and things like that. But primarily our foundation is, again, for single parent kids.
Well, Coach, I think that's absolutely amazing. I know the power of athletics in changing people's lives, learning to be a part of team, learning about self-sacrifice, learning about how to work a little bit harder to get on the field, which of course I always had to do to get back on the field and playing ball. But no, it teaches you how to be a contributing member to society. And if we can get kids that wouldn't otherwise have that opportunity to get out there and learn those life lessons that they're going to take with them, I think it's just an amazing thing. I'm so excited to be a part of it and to help your foundation out. Coach, I respect you taking a little bit of time of your day to reach out and talk to all our listeners, and I can't wait to see you on Monday.
Well, we can't wait to see you. We really appreciate your support, reaching out. And, it's amazing to me each year the support we get from our former players and news come aboard every year. But so many, even where they're employed, have things deducted from their salary that sends a gift into the foundation. But every nickel helps. But there is a real need, as we know. And yeah, you and I right on target with the lessons and the people they can meet and can have an impact upon their lives and change kids' lives, and that's what it's all about. And I'm just so flattered and so proud of these coaches in South Carolina that are willing to take time to come in Charleston and be a part of this. And we raise money for the charity of their choice. And then they select somebody from their community as the most valuable public servant. And that person is somebody that's really giving back, making an impact upon the community in which they reside. And then we just have a lot of fun and some great auction items, that people really enjoy. But just being around the coaches and interacting with them and getting a perspective of the upcoming season. And each coach brings a player, and then of course we'll have somebody usually from the Fellowship of Christian Athletes that will bring a kid or two that would attended camp at our expense, and they'll share the experiences that they had at camp and what it has meant to them. So it's really a fun night. It's really an emotional night. It's really a motivating night for a lot of people.
Well, Coach, I'm so excited. I can't wait. I'm excited to be back in South Carolina in the Clemson area. I'm excited to see you, and I can be your former player. It's been quite a few decades, and I'll put on a few extra pounds, but I can be your old Air Force player.
Well, we'd have to talk about that, but no, man, I'll always be grateful to you. And I told you this 100 times, but I never had a guy that came off of a serious injury that you had, and because football meant so much to you, and you had such a strong feeling for your brothers that you really wanted to come back very quickly, and you did, and you worked your butt off to get back on the field. And I'll always remember that and what a contribution you made to any success we had at the academy at the time you were there.
Well, Coach, thank you so much for those kind words. You've meant so much to me over the years. I'm excited to see you again. Thanks for taking some time out of your day for this podcast. And we will see you on Monday night. I'll have links to the event with this podcast. And please either show up, buy a ticket, and celebrate with us, or make a donation. We appreciate your time. Thanks so much, Coach. And thank you for being on the podcast. Well,
great to see you. Hey, need to get you an Air Force hat there, man. But you're living in the right place, in the right state, and blessings on you and Carrie and the kids. And what a joyous time y'all are going to have living on the lake up there. And maybe we'll see a lot more of you.
Well, I sure hope so, Coach. I'd love to see you up here. And I would have an Air Force hat on right now, but I'm living out of a bag. So this is the best I got.
We all do that, but I got one or two left over down there. I'll bring it to the event this week.
Sounds great, Coach. Thank you so much for your time.
All right, buddy. Good talking with you. Appreciate your effort.
Information is for illustrative purposes only and does not constitute tax, investment, or legal advice. Always consult with a qualified investment, legal, or tax professional before taking any action.